Good morning. Go ahead, Vetri.
Yeah, just. Good morning, all the wonderful, magnificent, extraordinary, and beautiful people. Here we are to explore what is that unknown. And we are in the serious business of creating something, creating for us, creating for our family, creating for the entire world. Once somebody asked, what is that you guys are doing every morning, joining together in EMC? I openly told him, we are making this world a better place. How you're doing it? Because we are trying to become a better versions of ourselves. That is the maximum service we can do to this world, and the world will take care of itself. All the duty we have in our hand is to get a better perspective, to choose better things and become a better version. That is very much possible. So that is the base theme of this empowering morning conversation. And we are so fortunate and lucky that we have a person like Sukhdeepak, who learned all the modalities and there in the training field for more than 30 years and touched many, many people's life. And he is selflessly giving all the teachings, and he is with us in this transformation journey. And we are all immensely getting benefited from this. And with this wonderful thought, let us get into the session. We have certain things lined up today, and I tell you, it is all going to be very exciting. And you will have what your share of peace, joy, and glory. So with that introduction, I would like to invite our great member, Nitiji, to guide us on gratitude session. Nitiji, good morning. Over to you.
Good morning, Matrisa. Good morning, everyone. Thank you. I would encourage all of you to come on the camera for the gratitude exercise. Sit back in a comfortable position. Take a deep breath and let go. Take another deep breath and let go. You can close your eyes. Take another deep breath and let go. Now focus on your feet. Pay gratitude to your feet that take you everywhere you want to go. The soles of your feet, the big toe, the fingers, the top of the foot. Pay gratitude to your feet that tirelessly support you through the day. Moving to your ankles. Pay gratitude to your ankles. Coming up to your calves. Pay gratitude to your calves and move towards your knees that support you in your walking and all your activities. Pay gratitude to your knees and move up through along the femur bone to the thighs and the pelvic region, the genital region, paying gratitude to each joint as you go along, paying gratitude to the internal organs in your lower abdomen, from the lower abdomen moving up to the upper abdomen, the liver, moving up to your chest, to your lungs and heart region, paying gratitude to your heart and to your lungs that support, the lungs support tirelessly in all your breathing activities, giving energy to the body. Pay gratitude to your lungs and move up to the shoulder region. Paying gratitude to your shoulders. Now moving your attention to your fingers, the tips of your fingers, your touch points, an important sense point. Pay gratitude to your fingertips, to the length of your fingers, and your palms, and your complete hand. Pay gratitude to your wrist, moving up slowly, up the arms via the elbow joint. Paying gratitude and coming back to the shoulders. Take a moment here. Pay your gratitude once again to your shoulders, your collarbones, and moving your attention to your throat, your voice box, your throat, the back of your neck, paying gratitude to each part as you move into the mouth. Paying gratitude to your teeth, tongue, salivary glands, entire mouth region. Focusing on your cheeks, your nose, your eyes, your 2 ears, paying gratitude to your ears, to your forehead, and to the top of your head. Take an extra moment here, paying gratitude once again to your entire body and its perfect coordination in carrying you through all your activities. Now move your attention to your parents. Pay gratitude to them for all that they have done for us, for bringing us into this world, giving us an upbringing and a life that we live today. Pay gratitude for all their tireless, selfless care and love and their support. Now focus your attention on all the important people in your life, your relatives, your children, your spouse, your near and distant family, your near and dear friends and acquaintances, your colleagues, everybody you come in contact with, whether they are your vendors or your suppliers, people you transact business with, people who help or service you at your place of work. Pay gratitude to all of them. For without their support, we wouldn't be able to live the kind of life that we are living today. Pay gratitude to each and every small staff, support staff, be it at home, be it in your building complex, be it at your office. Pay gratitude to all the support staff and everything that they do for you. Pay gratitude to everybody that you can recall and people you know but you're not able to recall at this moment. Pay gratitude to everybody who is within your known circuit. Express your gratitude to every member on EMC. Together supports us. Pay gratitude. Express your gratitude to our coach, our mentor, Mr. Sukhdeepak Malwai. Anybody else that you can think of you would like to give gratitude to, please go ahead and express your gratitude. And now express your utmost gratitude to the Creator, to your Creator, your deity, your God, your Supreme, whichever name or form that you align yourself with, that you recognize the Supreme. Pray gratitude for all the blessings in your life, for all the learnings, all the growth, the experiences, for all the faith that the Supreme vests in each one and prepares us for all our challenges and growth in life. Express your utmost gratitude once again. And when you're complete and comfortable, rub your hands, massage your face, and then you can open your eyes. Thank you. Over to you, Vetri sir.
Thank you, Nitiji. That was amazing. And for the people who are not able to come on camera, I sincerely believe that they are also doing it because you get the benefit only when you participate. When you see as an audience, the benefit may not go to you. And while Nitiji is doing that gratitude exercise, I got this sudden recipe to me for a perfect life, or for a perfect healing, or a great day. What do you want? How you prescribe? If I am a doctor, I will prescribe 3 times. Eat your gratitude. 24 hours. Wear your smile. Your life will be taken care of. So with that, we are getting into our next session of bringing our good mood and creating our power of laughter. And we are all sincere follower of that, and we know the power of generation, and we are getting benefited from that. Now let's do that. When I say 1, 2, 3, give your 100% laughter without making noise. And it should be 100%. Take up underline. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, come on. Sorry. Oh my God, you should see the full screen. Full of energy. Amazing. Give you 100%. Make it little bit more. Take your belly. No coffee, only laughter. Bring it out, bring it out. Today, there is no more variation. Now, Asar is speaking out. Bring some variation. Thank you, Asinaji. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Thank you very much. So, so beautiful. You all can witness just in a moment the change of energy, the change of mood, and change of that power. We all have it in our hand. And thank you very much to Supripatri for just giving us tools like this, which makes our life better every day. With that, we are getting into our important discussion. To lead that, we have our great person who is not only getting transformed, and he is helping so many people to transform. And that is none other than our Ramaji. Ramaji, good morning. Over to you.
Thank you, Vetri. Thank you, Nitiji. Thank you, everyone. Good morning. So let's continue the discussions we started yesterday, which is on conflict. So yesterday we looked at what is our default response when we are faced with conflict. I think it all very clearly came out. What's our default response? And that came out because of various reasons, right? The way we have learned, the way our background was, the way we experienced the conflicting situations. But now that we know what is our default response, and we know that that is not really in a creation mode, it is not really win-win, it is not really helping everyone. except what recently Kunanji started following. So today let's explore how is that we can approach the conflict situation, which will help everyone, which can create something new, which can create win-win situation. So are we capable of doing that? And what power in us we can bring it out to really create a amazing situation from the conflict. So yesterday we also looked at briefly that conflict is an opportunity for us to demonstrate our capabilities and create a new reality for all of us. So let's explore that. So we know what is our default response, but now that we know so much and we have learned so much from EMC, from Good to Great, from so many people, and particularly from Mr. Sukdeepak Malvai. So what are the tools we can employ? What is the way we can carry ourselves? How we can approach the conflict situation to create new reality for all of us, new solution for all of us, and win-win for all of us. So that's the question to explore today. So please go ahead. And of course, Kunanji yesterday started with that. What is a new approach he started adopting? So what is that we can do with whatever we are, whatever we know, whatever we can be? So that's the question for exploration today. Yes, Reddy Garu, the opening batsman.
Sir, immediately without any reaction and response, give a pause to your thought process and think that it is his point of view, and listen to them in case of conflict. And because always it doesn't belong to you, always. If you feel like that, then it's easy for you to come out of the conflict. It does not belong to me. So I'm sending back to the person who is in other person. So that's one tool I think we can try it, sir. Thank you.
Right. Thank you, Reddy Garu. Basically, so whatever the default reaction comes to me in the conflict situation, most probably it is not mine. It is coming from all over. So I can look at who does it belong to, and then send back to the sender with consciousness attached. I think that's a great way of starting that. Thank you for bringing that out.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Leenaji. Go ahead, please.
So, Sir Rama sir, I found the interesting point of view is the best tool for me.
Yes.
Yeah, I can avoid the conflict through that.
Yeah. So when in the conflict situation, so look at everything as the interesting point of view. My own point of view is interesting point of view. The other person's point of view is interesting point of view. So once you look at from that perspective, that really you don't get into the taking one position or the other. You can look at in a much more better way and interesting way, and that can lead to better solution rather than just conflict. Thank you very much. So let's all really demonstrate these things and adopt and implement on a day-to-day basis. It only requires that initial 1 second to reflect on these tools and start adopting instead of just going into the default mode. Thank you, Leenaji.
Sir, this tool I am implementing daily.
Okay. Great. Thank you. Yes.
Understanding, that is avoid judging. That is even with, if you have the conflict within you, that is self-conflict, as well as the conflicts with others. As per Sukdeep sir, it is a judging only. That is, if you remove that judging and as well listening to those people as it is. Sorry, along with my grandson also giving voice.
Yeah, and we like his voice as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So listening as it is. That is without that is the, with the right interpretation of their thought process. Definitely will give this win-win situation. That's what is my understanding regarding this conflicts.
Yeah, thank you, Malika ji. Basically, listening carefully on whatever the viewpoints coming from all the sides instead of assuming, and more importantly, not judging. So that will lead us to handle the conflict situation in a creative mode and create win-win for all. Thank you, Malika ji. All very, very simple and powerful tools. It's only the question we all know and we all have. It is a question of just taking that pause and then implementing these things. Thank you very much, Malika ji. Yes, Gautam ji.
Thank you, sir.
I support Malika Madam told it is a nowadays I am following, but still I found sometimes the opposite side also he is correct, and that help us to not only change my mind, it is also help to change the thought process. That is also another thing I've seen, that is in some top management I have learned from them. They are very easy to tell the people that is I'm sorry and apologize, and that makes thing very friendly situation, and solve that the conflict and come to a conclusion that is what we could, the right process we can take decision. Thank you.
Right. Yeah. Thank you, Gautam ji. So look at from the other person's point of view also, not just look at only from your point of view. Many a times their point of view also is equally valid or much better than ours. So, and also don't take it personally and talk to the people and, say if you are wrong, say sorry. So yeah, that is another way of creating a situation for, for making better resolution rather than just conflict. I think it is all great, simple and straightforward solutions coming up from each one of us. Thank you, Gautam ji. Yes, Ajna ji. Asina ji, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel when there is a conflict, most of it depends on what state of mind you have come into this conflict on your own. What has happened to you earlier? If you are cool in your head, you can handle it better than if you're all ruffled in your mind. So then your reaction is different. When you're calm in your own mind, then you can think before you answer whatever happens. That's what I feel.
Yes, absolutely. I think if we can bring that calmness and cool in mind, I think the simplest thing is to breathe. Sometimes we don't even breathe when conflict arises. So if you can really just pause for a second, breathe and cool the mind, then you will get something which will help us to resolve the conflict and create something new for all of us, rather than just letting it go in the default mode. Thank you, Hasina. Yes, Chakri.
I second that Hasinaji's opinion, the same thing. We need to be so cool. The second thing, if we are in oneness, whether I will respond it in that way. Before I'm responding, and ask myself, if I'm in oneness, whether I will respond in this way, or I'm just in the default mode, I'm reacting it. The second thing, if I'm in confused state, I can tell that crazy statement. Everything is the opposite of what it appears to be. Nothing is the opposite of what it appears to be. I can tell few times, then I can respond.
Wow. So we have infinite number of tools in our hand to really use it and create something completely out of the world. Thank you,
Yes.
Shakti, to bring out these tools as well. Yes, Mr. Sainathan.
Good morning. I'm from Chennai.
Yes, sir.
Actually, the conflict, when there is a conflict, there are a few people are there. Each person will express their own opinions. From their perspective, it will be correct. If we analyze the other person's view also, everything will be one and the same. The way how they represent will vary. But you need silence as well as to analyze each person's things. Then definitely many things will be in align with the same situation, and so that you can uh, avoid the conflict of a person. In fact, it's only the mindset at the situation when they represent. So, for example, there is an accident has happened some places or something. The different people will differently narrate it. It depends upon their mindset at the situation, not another way.
Right.
Thank
So yeah, in the conflict situation, it is not necessary that each one of them are looking at differently.
It will not be the
In
same.
all probability, everybody is
Probabilities
looking
are
at
more.
in the,
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the same way, and everybody wants the same thing.
exactly.
If you really listen carefully, think carefully, and be cool, that's what we can arrive at. That everybody wants the same thing. Only thing is the way they want is slightly different. So if you are there present, you can find out
The ways and
solution.
means.
Yeah, solution which satisfies all of them. Yeah, that's a great understanding and view, Mr. Sainathan. Thank you.
In fact, one of my actually I'm in Rotary. One of my friend has explained in such a way. There is a cubicle thing is there. One point there is a center is there. If you analyze this is from front side or top side or back side, it will vary from person's perspective. But there is many ways are there to see the whole, which is represent the top or back side or inside or something like this. So
Exactly.
that's
So
what
when you are
we
looking at
understand.
when you are looking at from this side, you see 6. If you look at from the other side, you see 9. But if you look
Yeah.
at in an expanded state, you know that both are correct, and it's only
Both
the
are correct.
viewpoint is
That's all.
different. Yeah, right.
So
That's the
we
power
got
of-
trained from that person. He's from peace and conflict area. Actually, we have a specific chapter on peace and conflict in Rotary. In fact, I think
Okay.
Mr. Sukhdeep will explain more than me. In fact. Thank you. Have a good day.
Right. Thank you, Mr. Sainathan.
Rama, can I speak for a while?
Yes, sir. Welcome. After a long time, we are seeing you. So, KP and Leena ji, let's listen from Vijay ji before you start.
See,
Yes,
what
sir.
I understand, normally we live as me, I. If we reverse the me, then there is a we. If we work on the getting conscious, we are all one. We are not different. Like we are all having our body. So we have got the 5 or let's say 20 fingers, right? 1 nose, 2 ears, 2 eyes. No, it's a part of one body. When we think I am different than others, then I may go into the kind of a conversation. Then I need to prove myself that I'm better than others. And proving something, the conflict arises. But if we develop the consciousness, we all are one. The purpose is one. No, even if you see the government, correct? So there is a coalitions. So now in the body there is a coalition for 5 senses. तो एक बोलते हैं हिंदू में एक मन भेद एक मत भेद है तो views are different लेकिन thinking is one. If we go probably in this direction, we can have not the conflict resolutions, but how to move together towards the one place. The end is a one, no moksha. Though the destination is one, but the pathways are different. The pathway which you feel, Vetrial feel, the Ashinadevi feel, the Joriel feels could be different. That's fine, no? If we go in the surrendering and accepting the other people as they are and they are not. When I am talking to you, My eyes are seeing you. My ears are listening probably to the other people also. So if we think of the Ganesha, I'm not the following about the religion. See what the trunk says, what the eye says, what the nose says. No, so I think we can learn from our mythological things also. If we possibly think in this direction in future, henceforth onwards, acceptance and surrender, that everything is one. I'm a part of oneness only. The forefather, no, my forefather says with the Darwin, where the monkeys living on the trees, no. So still that the monkey is in with me, which is jumping from outside my inside, no, to prove myself. If I work on the things to get the consciousness, right, and I let my monkeys in my dimag, but the child in me may jump anytime. And if we develop the consciousness of accepting what the other person says sometimes, no, it is his view, that's fine. And getting the mingle, no, with that. बोलते ना पंचामृत में 5 चीज है, एक ही चीज बन के आती है, तो ये हम सोचेंगे ना तो सबका भला हो जाए. I'm not here to preach, but since last almost 1.5 years, I'm working in the energy sector. So this is the outcome of energy sector, and fortunately, मलवाई साहब ने 2 दिन पहले बोला विजय मिसिंग यू, तो मैंने सोचा आज मैं जाता ही हूं भैया. I am born from you, right? We are all one. Let me be with the people who are all one. Thank you very much for allowing me, Rama, to put down my views. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Being in oneness, surrender, and no, it's really amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, KP.
Hey Rama, good morning. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
So when you broach this topic, conflict, what reminded me is nowadays when I see many WhatsApp groups, no, there is a conflict virtually, even among the friends also. Either conflicts because of 2 political parties, BJP versus Congress, or nowadays because of war. Russia versus Ukraine, people taking sides, and the heated arguments are going on. It's not after some point of time it becomes a unhealthy debate. So everybody, people are really reacting there. They are not thinking and responding. I saw so many ideas have come from the friends. Other couple of things I would like to add to that. One is the energy exercises. Energy pulling and energy beaming exercise. And second thing is attention exercise. Again, there are 2 there. One is looking at the 50 different things for a few seconds each item. And the second one there is looking at one direction, paying attention in some other direction, as we have practiced along with the sir. I think these 2 exercises also really helped me.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you, KP.
Yeah, thank you.
There are so many conflicting situations one can really land up into, but we can put our attention on where we want instead of just letting it go in the default mode. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, yes, Lina.
Yeah.
Yes, KP.
That's all, Rama. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's a great way of bringing our attention back where we want instead of just letting it go. Right. Yes, Lina.
Rama sir, what I feel and what I experienced is actually the moment we say now it's his or her point of view, we become in the calm state.
Yeah.
I feel and I experienced it also.
Right.
It's better to have a calm mind from the beginning, but
yes.
Thank you.
I think that's the essence of the whole thing, right? The mind suddenly goes into some trigger and some default mode. If we can bring the mind back to the calmness and consciousness awareness, things will emerge because we have all the necessary knowledge and tools. It's only that we have to bring the mind to balanced state. then it will automatically work out to resolve the conflict instead of creating more conflict. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, Vetri.
Sir, thank you, sir. Actually, nowadays, it was not my earlier state, but thank God, being with along good people. My current state is, if conflict comes, if I realize that there is a conflict, my first question goes to, in what way I am contributing to it? Or else, am I part of it? Like I used to say to my friends, no, my favorite statement, if my wife shouts at me, my wife is not a problem. My wife has a problem. It is my moral responsibility to go and see that or listen to that problem. Funnily, if I go and listen to that problem, I am the problem. Problem is me. So knowingly or unknowingly, I contribute something to that conflict. Now my complete awareness and attention is on my side, where in what way I contributed to this. That is how I just think, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. So profound. Yeah. Yeah. The problem is not the real problem. It's what is the real problem. When you try to understand, then you know. Right.
What is the exact question, Amarji?
So yesterday, Abhinavji, yesterday we explored what is our default mode when we face with the conflict, right? We all very clearly explained that by default, we would like to avoid conflict. We would like to just keep quiet. We would like to go away from that. Sometimes we would like to prove our point. All those things we looked at yesterday. But most of them are not really helping either us or the other person or the whole situation. So today we are exploring what is that we can do in the conflict situation, which brings out win-win solution for everyone. So that's the yes. Yes, Hasinaji, go ahead.
Yeah, I have something really very nice to contribute here. I am living with my sister who is living all by herself for years. And her state of mind is very different. We love each other. We love each other so much. So whatever I do, she tells me, and she never approves of it. To wash something, she finds some fault. To put away things in its place, she finds some faults. And I can't believe that I can control my mind, that I don't have to react to this. Because anything I do, she has something negative to comment. So I said, she is living on her own. She has her ways. I only have to learn to keep quiet as to what she keeps saying. And I'm here for last 8 days, and I have managed it very well. I haven't had a single conflict, and she gets irritated at everything I do. But there is no reaction from me. I don't know how that is happening, because this EMC has helped me so much that I don't react to her. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to stay for a day with her. This is really, I have learned from EMC. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Hasinaji. Also, so that is the first step, like Vetri said. So the sister is not the problem. Sister has a problem. So if you deeply dive into that, you may see that she expects something from you. Maybe she expects you to appreciate her, give the love a lot more, right? So maybe you could reflect on that.
Oh, okay.
So you being calm and quiet is okay, that's good, but that is not completely, that may not solve the problem completely. She really may love you so much.
No, otherwise there is no conflict. We love each other and we feel for each other. It's not
maybe
that
expression.
Jabardasti nahi hai. But still, I know how I'm handling myself. I'm very aware. And I know that if I reacted to whatever she kept saying, I wouldn't be able to stay here. Because I love her, I tolerate all that, and I still live with her. She's, to be very honest, she's very difficult. But since I love her and I have come to her house since I think after 5-6 years. So I said, let me make the most of it.
Yeah. So Asinaji, it is actually no, I could really understand and appreciate this because I have been also in similar environments where actually the other person wants our energy, even if it is negative energy. Actually, no, she will be happy if you keep shouting and fighting with her also.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, but that's not the point. We can give the positive energy. So what they really require is the love and the energy. So that's what my experience was.
I don't know. And I tell you one incident when she is a chain smoker, and I've been tolerating that smoke, and I just don't like it. But I'm just tolerating because I have to live in the same place. Once I told her, I said that's too much. Control on your cigarettes. She's saying, don't tell me this. I will snap up. So I realized that it's not possible for her to give that up. So the best is I keep quiet. There's no, if I could have easily said, hey, you just don't listen to anybody. You already had cancer, but still you go on and on. I don't even make that statement.
Yeah, you don't need to. Actually, you can easily look at that if she is knowing that no, it is not good for her, good for you, still she smokes.
Yeah.
There is so much no pain in her and so much
Exactly.
diversion she needs, and she doesn't know anything else. This is the only thing she found. And if we can bring something much more attractive, much more beautiful in our life, which will really attract her, then it will automatically drop. So if at all you can bring something greater than this in our life, which will help her, I think that requires some amount of work from you, from all of us. So I think that could be one way to look at it. Thank you, Asinaji, to bring out the real life situation. But yeah, a lot of love and energy from all of us to really change the environment.
Yeah,
create positive and great energetic situation over there.
I could talk now because she's gone out. Otherwise, I don't think I would have been able to say this to you. Thank you. Thank you.
But she will definitely listen to you. She will receive the best thing. But the only thing is you have to look at her situation, because her situation is so tough. That's why she got into this. So
yes,
I know. You can bring change in a nice way, not by forcing, not by shouting, not by.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, not by advising.
Yeah, right.
Thank you, Asinaji. Wish you all the best to bring a great change over there.
Thank you.
Yes, Adhinav.
Yeah, I've been thinking because again the question is very deep, and then I was just since I was not there yesterday for the full time, I was also wondering what is the impact of I'm so scared of conflicts that in order to avoid conflicts, I'm not really living a complete life. The conflicts could be with my wife, with my father, with my daughter, with my people in my office, neighbors. So I thought I'm someone who's very good at avoiding conflict, but now I just realized that I'm someone who just compromise, and compromise is not really a very something exciting. It's just that दिखावा का कि there is no conflict, अंदर तो conflict है, अगर बाहर नहीं है तो अंदर तो है. And I got present to there are certain people in my life with whom there is no conflict. So when I'm Sukhdeepak with Sukhdeepak, there is no conflict. And there are other people in my life with whom there is no conflict. And there are some people with whom there's so much of conflict that I've actually started avoiding them. Ki chodo na, if I'm with them, something will come up. So rather avoid. And then I got present to the definition. What is that quality those people possess that they have very less conflict. And then I got present to the definition of love. The definition of love is accepting a person the way he or she is and the way he or she is not. So those who follow this definition, that those who accept me the way I am and the way I'm not, I have no conflict with them. And by the way, I'm not very good at that. So, and then I got present to the starting point of this EMC, which is judgments. So the moment I have judgments about people, there will be conflict. If I have no judgments with the people, there wouldn't be any conflict. So I think starting point I remember about EMC is it's all about judgments. So if I can avoid judgments, or if I can just get present to my own judgment, then I will have a conflict with the people. So that's what I wanted to share.
Yes, Abhinav. Yeah, so true that judgments and accepting ourselves. That is a starting point. As you said, many of us would like to avoid the conflict, run away from that, because we don't elevate ourselves to be able to really solve win-win, because by default either we want to run away or we want to overpower. But there is always a possibility of creating a solution which is useful for all. Thank you. Yes, Vetri.
Yeah, Ramaji, it is just in continuation to Hasinaji's sharing. I just feel like sharing this, which recently I got it and it is helping me a lot. The concept Ho'oponopono, we all discussed many times. The author who created this, Joe Vitale, he is describing about a story of a guy who treated 50 mental patients in asylum. Not even seeing them, visiting them. And when we go deeper, asked him how you treated that 50 people now, he said only 2 mantras. How did you do that, sir? 2 mantras is nothing but, I am sorry, I love you. I am sorry, why? Because I see some problem in me. Because problem is real, not real, but I see something in me. So I am saying sorry for that. And I say, I love you because I love you treats it. And he says, by simply chanting this, he treated 50 people. Why I say this, what I take it from here is, we have so many loving people in our life and they are so important to us. And it is not always you go and treat them by words, what we know or from our mind, not required. Simply just sit back, close your eyes, think about that person, bring that energy in front of you, say, I am sorry, I love you. Keep doing it, you will see the change in outside. You will not believe, one of my friends is sick. I am not good at all these things at all. I'm very new to this journey and learning a lot of things from sir, thanks to sir. That day what I did, I called him, hey, I will come to your room. No, I'm not feeling well. It may be something, you don't come. I said, no, nothing doing. I'm coming there. Because that's a New Year time. I went there. I asked him to sit 3 feet away from me. And I sat. I told him, be quiet. Just receive whatever comes. Then I was sincerely praying and doing this. I am sorry, I love you. I am sorry, I love you. Some number of times. After that, miraculously, in 1 hour, he has become all right. And he's the one who is arranging all the New Year party. And we did all the possible nonsense can be done in New Year. And he's all right. It was miracle kind of stuff. Then I started feeling that it works. For our loving people, no, you can start healing them inside. I am sorry, I love you. You don't need to go and tell them. But if you do it, I believe that something will happen, Hasinaji. Just start off sharing with you. Thank you very much.
Hello. Yes, what Mr. Vetrivel said is correct. There is a manifestation is there. Different kind of manifestations are there. If we do it for ourselves as well as we do it for others also, definitely it will have a healing thing, because a lot of my friends are doing this manifestation in the morning and evening with affirmatives, in fact. So it works out, in fact. Thank you.
Thank you. So if I may add few more sentences to what Vetri said, that can be the shortest. I am sorry, I love you. It can be also, I am sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, I love you. So it can be those 4 sentences as well. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, I love you.
These are the 4 words to be continuously told. Exactly.
Yeah.
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 Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, Vetri, to bring it up.
Ramaji, on a lighter note, this 4 statement has become my conversation with my wife all the time.
Wow. Yes, KP.
A couple of things. When you said, I am sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. So this I am sorry, please forgive me. Maybe to me, it looks like you are getting into apologetic mode. That you have committed a mistake and you are feeling sorry. I'm just not getting it. Is it? Then are you not belittling yourself by saying so? I love you, thank you is fine.
Yeah, so no, not really belittling. So this is where your openness and surrender comes into picture. So we know ourselves that, we might have, actually we know very well that, so many mistakes we made, knowingly or unknowingly. And even unknowingly, if some mistakes we have made, so we are trying to ask sorry for that, forgiveness for that. So when you are asking, you are not just asking the other person alone, you are asking the whole universe, right? You are surrendering and prostrating in front of the universe, not just the other person.
Okay. Thanks.
Secondly, by saying sorry, you're only empathizing and passing on your sympathy with the other person. My close friend is not good. He's feeling bad or he's running temperature. What do you say? We say, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry to know you. So similarly, you let us say, I'm sorry. And then I love you. This is the shorter version. The longer version is the 4 lines, which Ramasar had said. That is the essence of Ho'oponopono. Extending a bit further, if I may add for 2 minutes, Ramasar.
Yes, sir. Yes, Major.
There's one of the biggest hospitals in Tamil Nadu happens to be a general hospital, right opposite the main station of the city. There, a few years back, a lady was deposited there by her in-laws because they could not tend to her. They could not take care of her. She was suffering from stroke. That nobody else to look after her. So every Sunday, the Sisters of Charity, a group of nuns used to visit. That day happened to be a Sunday, so they came and prayed for her. Next Sunday also they came, and there was no improvement. And since it's a government hospital, nobody came to visit her, nobody came to take her back because there's no improvement. So they left her just like that. So the Sisters of Charity requested the government authorities, the hospital authorities, whether they could take her and then keep them with her. So the government, they're quite happy. They said, please execute a bond. And since they already know them, they asked them to sign a form and then they allowed her to take this lady. Mind you, the lady was absolutely bedridden. She was not able to move her limbs. She was barely living like a vegetable. And after 2 months, the doctors saw the lady had come down to the hospital. They do not know what miracle had been done by these Sisters of Charity. So they asked, here we've been tending to her. We've been giving her medicines. We've been taking care of all her bodily needs. And what did you do? Do you have a hospital? Do you have a set of doctors? Then she said, sir, we do not know anybody. We just looked after her. Whatever medicines you gave, we gave. Whatever bandage you asked me tie on the wounds and all, we used to do. The only thing is, we added love to what all we did. In government hospital, people used to do as if it is a duty. Whereas there, they started injecting what is called the dose of love. Here, this is where the Ho'oponopono concept also comes. They did it with a sense of sacrifice, as if it is an act of service. And within 2 months, the lady was all right. They made her wait there for 1 more month. Then they brought the lady all the way to the hospital just to show to the doctors. The lady came and thanked them. This is how, if you're able to treat anybody with love, affection, warmth, and empathy, you'll find miracles in life. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Major sir. So obviously we can use this in the conflict situation as well. The other person drops their defense as well, right? If at all we made a mistake, we are asking for the forgiveness to the universe and to the other person. And also when you say, I'm sorry, and ask for the forgiveness, the other person also drops the defense. And there is a good possibility of accepting for you to, first of all, look at the bigger picture. And second, the other person to accept or understand your point of view as well, or the modified points of view. Yes, thanks, Vetri, for bringing that up. So what will you do in a conflict situation to bring win-win situation?
Can I add something?
Yes, Ashok.
The conflict in our mind is created because of difference in our own mind and heart opinions. The heart is telling something differently, and the mind or the brain is telling something different. When we listen to the brain, it adds to the conflicts. If we listen to the heart, that diminishes. So whenever there is a conflict, we should start listening to our heart and not the mind. The mind always reflects past. It reflects serious situations or the wrongs that has been done to us. And the heart says, forget about everything. I love that person. I like that person. That's it, finished. Nothing else is more important than my feeling for that person. So whenever there is a conflict, I listen to my heart and not the mind. And many times the mind wants to talk, scold, and do so many physical actions. But when you listen to the heart, you only open your hands and would like to really come closer to the person and feel and pat on the back and say, it's all right, let's move forward. Whatever has happened, that is the past. Let us leave it, we are together. So whenever there is a conflict, I listen to my heart and not the mind. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashok.
Ramaji, there is a session, in fact. I am at some other program. There, one of my mentors says that there is a twin heart meditation is there. That is the heart and the mind will be connected together. There is a meditation is for 15 minutes, in fact. So once you start doing it, both will relate together, and then you can take a decision also. If you want, I can send that link to you. In fact, it's called a twin heart meditation. In fact, so
Yeah, please,
whatever
sir.
the mind
Please send
and
the link, sir.
heart both will balance together, and then you can take a decision on this. That's what I'm doing it. In fact,
great.
Please
Yeah,
send
thank
the.
you, sir. Yeah. So Malika,
I'll send it to you. It is YouTube. I'll send it to you. Anybody can practice it. In fact, morning and evening you can do it. I'll send it to you.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah. So Neelam, would you like to say what you are writing?
Yeah, so the Twin Heart Meditation is by Master Cho, and it's through pranic healing. And yeah, so he has a bunch of videos, like he said, on YouTube, and yeah, that's about it. That Mr. Sainatham said. It's on that, and a lot of research has been done. I think the concept comes from Hawaii, the whole Ponopono, and it's just been known to, like, after maybe decades or having a ghosting time with one another, people have naturally come back to one another. And you can even imagine that the person is on the stage and that you're just seeing them come closer to you from the stage, or you're on the stage and you're seeing them. And that also helps with that visualization with the whole Ponopono. And sometimes even lighting a candle is a good addition, and having their name underneath the candle, written under the candle, that helps with your name, and to see some sort of like harmony and to be in sync with the person. But yeah, Master Cho's, going back to that, the Twin Hearts meditation is also, it's just like the concept to give back to the earth too. So what you're taking, you're giving back, and you're giving that love and the unconditional concept, of acceptance. You're doing that with compassion, and you're giving that to every living being.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Neelam. So there are unlimited tools available for us to really use it during the conflict and create something very useful for all of us. So Samiraji, would you like to say something here? Yesterday, you really raised this question that instead of being quiet or running away from the situation during conflict situation, what is that we can do? So that's the exploration today. So do you have anything to add to that, Samiraji?
No, I think what I learned, even I was doing this Ho'oponopono long time back I've started, but I wasn't aware of that, how many times you have to do. But recently I attended a meditation and that lady said, you have to take the name of the people whom you're trying to reach out to, and you say it 108 times. And I was just doing that when you said my name just now. So what I do is, in the morning after my prayers, I try and finish that 108, so I do it for each family member. So I've just done it for one of my daughter, then I'll do the others. And that's how I feel that it will show me results, because it will also, and I feel everybody should take this cue and do it, because it's going to help in a big way.
Right, because the conflict is mostly with our closed ones and of course conflict within us also. So if we can really, clear those conflicts, it will be amazing.
Yes.
We will have an excellent relationship with people. We can create something much better.
Exactly.
Thank you, Samiraji. So before we close, Milanji, do you want to say something? Kasha, of course, Kasha, you are traveling, but if you want to say something.
Oil right from the beginning, since the Vedic era, they knew this. Can you hear me?
Yes, Milanji. Also, you are TV. We are able to hear you.
Oh, yeah. Just one second. I will go away from this. Mustard does not on the the concept of conflict, as I understand, is basically it lies in me, lies in my mind, and basically it is before giving a blame to somebody else, it's look inside and try and do a bit of analysis. And what Ashokji has said, actually, I fully endorse it, is that operate from heart, not from head always. And this is probably we can get over the conflicts and move on with life, and it dispense with judgment and move ahead and lead your life. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. So conflict is, first of all, sometimes, it can be like somebody said that everybody is looking at the same thing. It's only that the path or the way they look at it is different. So if we can elevate ourselves into the enhanced mode or balanced mode, we will know that there is no conflict in the first place. It's only the way we look at it. So that is one aspect of it. Second, when you really look at it, the other person is really accepting your point of view, and that's the real solution. But the way the person puts it is different. So if you can be in allowance, and if you can really, look at appropriately and listen appropriately, there is no conflict at all. And the other important way of looking at the conflicting situation is it's an opportunity for us to create a new reality for all of us, create something big. So we can use our capabilities and our tools and create something very unique in the world. So with that, Kuldeep ji, would you like to say something, and then of course add your shairi, please?
Good morning, friends. I feel that when somebody says something or somebody does something, it is in our hand to make it a conflict or not to make it a conflict. And how do we do this? If we are in allowance of the isness of this situation, then conflict doesn't exist. It means that if we acknowledge that it is possible that whatever somebody is saying or somebody is doing, it is normal, or it is possible that they can do it, then there is no resistance and there is no conflict. But moment we deal with it as if there is something wrong or it should not happen, then the seed of conflict is shown. So it is to a very large extent our choice to make a situation a conflict or not to make a situation conflict. Conflict by itself is not because of the situation or because of the activity of the person. It is because it depends upon the manner how do we deal with this situation and these words. That is what I feel.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah.
And as you mentioned, somebody has said कि तूफान भी आना जरूरी है जिंदगी में. तूफान भी आना जरूरी है जिंदगी में. पता लगता है कि कौन हाथ छुड़ाकर भागता है और कौन हाथ पकड़ता है. Means we should also make tufan as a non-conflicting situation because there is lessons to be learned. Thank you.
Ji, little translation also, please.
They say that a stormy situation is also important. It should come in our life because then we come to know that who is with us and who is against us. So we can take the good point of that storm also.
Thank you very much. Amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you. So great exploration today as well. So we have all the intentions, tools, and power within us to handle the conflict in a very creative way. So let's all go ahead and do it in real life. Thank you very much. We will see tomorrow, 7 o'clock EMC.
And a final word, Ramaji.
Yes.
These 2 days about conflict, amazing going. Seriously, if I am given a power, I would give a certificate to all the participants attended 2 days, listened to this conflict and participated, are the masters of conflict management. You have completed a course called Masters in Conflict Management. Now, hereafter, nobody can go say that I have a conflict. Now we have to manage conflict which others has. We have all the knowledge in the world. Beautiful, Ramaji. Thank you very much. Deep gratitude to you.
Yeah, great contribution from every one of us. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
God